Welcome to the endgame of Conquest on Lunatic difficulty. A lot has been said about this map. Due to its combination of status staves, intimidating enemies, and infinite reinforcements, it's become common practice to complete it in one turn using a rescue chain. This is a shame, since I think Conquest Endgame is one of the most satisfying maps in this series to beat straight up. I skipped the map too when I first beat Conquest on Lunatic, and maybe that was for the best. But now, as a more experienced player, I'm starting to see the map for what it should be. A final challenge to show off all the units you've been training across the campaign. The discourse about skipping Endgame has become something of a self-fulfilling prophecy in my eyes. Since so many people skip Endgame and recommend others to do the same, there ends up being precious little discussion on how to actually play the map. Of course, you can find many other endgame clears not using rescue on this website, but I think there's room for more. I'm sharing this clear with the hope that it will be amusing to some and educational to others, so I'll be taking my time to explain as best I can. Let's start by taking a look at the flow of the map. On the first enemy phase, 3 heroes and 3 on Myoji will charge in from the flanks, and Takumi will begin charging his area of effect attack. He'll release it at the start of the second enemy phase, dealing 50% max HP damage to all units not behind cover. This 2-turn attack cycle then repeats. No other enemies are aggressive until the 4th enemy phase. That's when these paired up mounted units begin to charge. That's also when aggressive faceless reinforcements begin to spawn. That makes the ideal turn count for this map 5. If you win on the player phase of turn 5, the mounted units will be limited in their range, meaning you won't have to fight them, and the reinforcements will never even have gotten a chance to act. If you take any longer than this, you start to risk getting overwhelmed. For this clear, we're going to aim to kill Takumi on turn 4, having wiped out the enemy forces aside from the mounted units, who will still be idling out in the dark waters. The primary difficulty in advancing along the map is navigating the 3 maids with Enfeeble, who all have inevitable end, allowing their debuffs to stack alongside those inflicted by the 3 Master Ninja. There are also 3 Great Masters at the bottom of the map, 2 of whom have Enfeeble, with the final one carrying a Hexing Rod. But since they're positioned so far back, they won't be giving us much trouble. Let's take a look at who I've brought. The first thing you might notice is that none of the Nor Royals are here. On this run, I challenged myself not to use any of them. But don't worry, the rest of the cast is more than powerful enough to make up for the absence of their lieges. We have a real air force here. Representing the Wyverns, we have Korn and Odin as Malagnites, and Arthur and Baruka as Wyvern Lords. Selena just gives her daughter a ride, providing mixed bulk with the Malagnite pair-up. There are 4 Kinshi Knights, Mozu, Effie, and Nyx from the Archer class line, thanks to Mozu, and a late recruited Shigure from the Sky Knight class line. Silas is awkwardly representing Falcon Knights with Rallybot Percy. Together with a powerful Soleil and Deloria, this gives us more than enough power and mobility to tackle endgame in only 4 turns. Let's go.
My apologies.
Our strategy for turn 1 is straightforward. We want to draw in the mobile enemy forces so we can fight as many as possible next turn on player phase. This entails dealing with the Oni chieftains and baiting the Master Ninja and Generals. The Generals will all begin moving even if only one of them has an enemy in range, but the Master Ninja move on an individual basis, so to draw them out, we'll need to ensure that the 3 of them each see at least a dual strike on one of our units. We should make sure not to put anyone in range of the Paladins and Malagnites to the south, so we can fight them on a later turn. Similarly, we want to stay out of range of the Great Masters. That gives us a few tiles to work with. We'll start with some staffing duty, seeing good but not perfect hit rates. Flora and Izana silenced 2 of the Enfeeble maids to shield our advance. The original, less refined version of this clear didn't use the silence rod at all, since you may have missed it in chapter 25. It's not strictly necessary, but I'm using it for this demonstration, since it greatly improves reliability. Next, we begin our charge. Silas rallies speed for Nyx. Then Corn pairs up with her, giving her an incredible 10 move. Shout out to Coding Ant for inspiring me to try this playstyle. The pair flies down and assassinates this Oni chieftain. That's right, we're playing incredibly aggressively with one of the most fragile units in the game.
We won't give up. Another day, another sin.
Effie brings down Azura so we can continue Nyx's rampage. Here, Nyx takes out the only Enfeeble Maid who hasn't been silenced, meaning we won't be the target of any Enfeebles this turn. With Circuit Breaker and Lucky 7 offsetting the -20 avoid penalty of the Shining Bow, Nyx has an acceptable dodge chance here, especially since if she can avoid this attack, her survival this turn is guaranteed.
You'll be alright. Not a chance.
Mozu flies down to separate Azura and Effie, increasing our action economy next turn. Nyx is now in range of 2 ninja, but we still need to draw in the third one, along with the generals. That's where Arthur and Veruca come in. Their son, Percy, rallies for them along with Veloria and Odin. We fly them down to this tile and separate, placing Veruca in range of 1 general and a ninja. Both equipped with hammers, they each have an impressive damage stack with Trample and Axefair, meaning they have the potential to kill a general straight up if we don't face a Pavis proc. Even if it does proc though, we have enough actions across our army next turn to pick up some slack. Odin moves in to take out another Oni chieftain. The speed level he gains here lets him reach a doubling threshold next turn without rally speed. Finally, we move in Veloria to duel a hero, and Soleil to fight 2 on Myoji. This is where the fun begins. Even if we hadn't silenced any of the maids, enemies and fates skip ahead in the turn order when they see a kill. Since enemies are blind to guard gauge, this Oni doesn't know that he will always die to Nyx here.
Another day, another sin.
I used to freeze this other Oni, thinking he would attack and kill Nyx, but he also moves before any of the staff users, attacking Azura even though he doesn't kill on the hit. I'm not sure why that is, and can only speculate that he can't see Azura's Voice of Peace aura that reduces his damage by 2. Please chime in if you know the reason, Fate's AI experts. What follows is an assault by the Master Ninja and Generals. Veruca and Nyx can survive here even if both get enfeebled, so they have no chance of dying now.
I'm with you. Are you okay? Not a chance.
You're no match for us. No more holding back.
You took my target.
I have your back. Let's try a duet.
Good fight.
turn 2 is the most crucial point in this clear. We can pick apart most of the enemy force this turn, leaving us with a clear path to Takumi. Let's start by securing our flanks. Silas joins up with Veloria and separates, so they can block the heroes on enemy phase. Percy flies down to rally. On the other side, Soleil runs forward. She's going to fight the one remaining Onmyoji, while also drawing in the Paladins and Mali Knights with the Hunter's Knife, which she can do on this time. What remains is a big player phase push to kill the enemies on the left side, while simultaneously moving us out of range of that Onmyoji. The ninja can be picked off easily by our strong bow units, so the generals prove the most annoying, since they have Wary Fighter to stop us from doubling. Attack stance is the name of the game here. We've already seen all the pieces to this puzzle, so I'll let the rest of this phase play out without further comment.
We've got this.
Must I restrain myself?
You're out of luck, friend. Evil has met its match. In the name of justice. Two pitches. Glory unyielding!
Kill them all.
Put a workout. I can do this. Try me on for size.
Thanks for backing me up. Victory is mine!
Out of my way. Fine, I'll protect you. I knew you'd need me. What are you doing? Smile. You're dead. Ha! Ha!
We can do this together.
Yummy. Huh. This is gonna hurt a bit. Huh. I'm pretty cool, don't you think? Go, go! Huh? I knew you'd need me. Huh? Don't even think about it. You're dead. Huh. Huh. Woohoo!
The enemy forces are looking pretty light on turn 3. The enemy density on this map isn't high at all, so by playing aggressively, you can crush their resistance shockingly fast. On this turn, we want to set up our Takumi killers for next turn, and mop up the remaining threats. Silas pairs up with Effie to help her build some guard gauge on a maid.
On guard! Just in time!
I got you back. This is gonna hurt a bit. Huh. I'm pretty cool, don't you think?
Arthur and Baruka move down to this critical tile, which forces the Great Masters to attack them rather than use their rods, since an enemy is in their range. We do have to be cautious to stay out of the range of the mounted pair-ups.
You are not alone! I was here first!
Thanks.
Let's go.
Another day, another sin.
My song is pure!
This is my mission. Gotta eliminate it. No! Our way.
Gloria finishes off the heroes by herself. She didn't fight together with Silas last turn, since Silas would have died if her dual strike crit.
Good fight.
Try not to hate me.
We've got this.
Enjoy the afterlife.
Show me what you got.
Target silenced.
Now that we've mopped up the last of the enemies, all that's left to do is take care of Takumi. Percy gives us one last rally. Flora enfeebles Takumi with some support from Izana. Since she built up guard gauge last turn, Epi is safe to attack Takumi with the crescent bow, and will hit him 3 times and deplete his guard gauge with the 4th shot.
On my honor as a knight. I won't let you! Stay strong.
Veruca comes in for the final 2 blows.
In the name of justice!
And with that, we've soared down Takumi's wild ride in only 4 turns, giving us time to spare. Hopefully you enjoyed the Nyx Gambit, or got some inspiration to tackle Endgame without rescue if you haven't already done so. Maybe even both. Either way, thanks for watching.